Hello guys, welcome back to another video with me, Harry. Now in this video we're going to do something a little bit controversial, so why don't you stick around and see what it is. So in terms of who I watch as YouTubers to do with animals and reptiles, there's not a whole deal of people in the UK who are on quite a big scale, but the one individual that I kind of watch quite a lot of is Leopard Gecko. If you're in the States or in the UK, I'm sure you would have heard of her. She's basically got mostly leopard geckos and dedicates her whole YouTube to leopard geckos and has grown it to like near on 300,000 from one species, which just proves to you the depth of knowledge that she has. Now, what we're going to be doing today is feeding a Pinkie to our leopard gecko. So this used to be a thing in the past, was frowned upon because it was done too often. And now they're sort of saying like maybe once every 12 months as a treat. So we think we're going to try it today. So what we've done is we've defrosted two Pinkies. We've got to feed our hognose, who we've got, which you guys haven't seen yet, and he's in a new setup. And we've got Blue, our leopard gecko, to try and feed a Pinkie. So let's start with the hog, who actually looks in blue, so he might miss. And then we'll follow through with the leopard gecko. And look how angry the hog gets when I'm trying to feed it. All it does is strikes it, and then it will just muck about for ages and it will eventually eat it. So if I just undo this now, he's going to be fired up. So grab the, don't really know what one. I want the smaller one for the leopard gecko. So if we grab this one for the hog. Whoa. See? Did you hear that hiss? Listen. There we go, and we'll just leave it on the floor there, if it will let go, and hopefully he will eat it. So yeah, he'll never really feed from the tongs. He'll just huff and puff and do all of that horrible stuff. But he don't mean no harm by it, it's just how they feed. Now you can see he's already sort of sending it out with his tongue. And as soon as I look away, that'll be gobbled up real quick. So now the hog is done, all we've got is this little Pinkie here. It's quite small, but I didn't want to do anything too big. Now the benefits of this is a vitamin D boost, so let's try it and see how it goes. So Blue is currently asleep under his deep heat projector. Normally when I undo this, he can normally hear it and pop his little head up, especially if it will focus. Right. There we go. As soon as we open that glass, he knows what is up. So what we're going to do is just grab the Pinkie now and see what he does. There we go. Didn't even hesitate. Wow, that really surprised me. He's probably thinking, what is this taste? I've never had anything quite like that. So we tried him last year and he actually rejected it. There you go, buddy. Enjoy that? He's like, I think so. I'm not really sure. Okay, so that actually really surprised me. We've currently got the hog who is still puffing at me over there, behind you guys. I don't even know. But yeah, Blue, I mean, you can kind of see him come out straight away, locked onto it, bang, ate it. Thought he might spit it out here, didn't spit it out, took it down straight away. So what we're going to do is just see how he sort of digests it. From the feedback that I've heard from leopard gecko, seems to be completely normal. Otherwise sort of you wouldn't know any different almost. But like I say, it is a good boost in vitamin D, and that is obviously recommended not for younger geckos. Blue, I've had him at least 3 or 4 years now, and I think he was about a year before that, so he's approaching like 5 or 6, which is not as old as say leopard geckos, who are I think 14 and 16, I think she said 2 of them were, which is nuts. But yeah, I'm surprised he took it, which is good, and Hog is still mucking about with his, I don't even know. But yeah, hopefully he liked it. So yeah, that was easier than I thought, really. Now I normally feed him like all of these locusts up here, so he's probably thinking, am I only getting one? And the answer is yes, you definitely are only getting one. Obviously it's a lot for him to digest in terms of bones, so we don't want to overload it. And like I said, we actually tried it about 12 months ago and he didn't even sniff it. He just wasn't interested at all. But like I say, we do loads of other different diets. We do crickets, locusts, waxworms, Mario worms, and now he's just had his first Pinkie. And now he's going to go back underneath his deep heat projector because it is very cold here in the UK today. Well, that was pretty easy, I think. So yeah, pretty short video. I thought he was going to make a fuss. A bit like the hognose, even though the hognose eats them all the time. It's just how hognoses are. If you've got one, you'll know exactly how they are. But they're still pretty cool nonetheless. But yeah, other than that, we'll quickly show you the hog's new setup if he's finished eating. But yeah, that is our leopard gecko eating a Pinkie for the first time ever. We also can't forget to show little Gus basking under his heat bulb with his legs out. Oh yeah, that is the life. Legs stretched out. You're doing good, aren't you, buddy? He's like, yeah, I'm doing good. In the UK it's about 5 degrees today, so it's pretty cold. But yeah, anyway, this was never here. We had that in the shed from an old sort of thing we used to use it for. Actually is a Viv Exotic one. But yeah, this was actually donated to us by a very good friend. And we had the guard, the holder, the LED, and all of the contents inside, like the water bowl, logs and bits like that, substrate. The only thing we didn't actually have and we had to buy was the bulb itself. Other than that, everything was just from what we had spare. And our new hognose is actually from a swap for a ball python. So that was just a straight swap, one ball python for one hog each way. And yeah, this is our new guy. And this is what he's set up in, which I think is pretty cool. As you can see, he often likes going up there before he fed. He was sat up there, weren't he? And got a couple of photos on my Instagram of him up there as well. But yeah, so he's a new addition. He is doing okay, apart from not eating. But he will as soon as I leave the room. Little Gussie, he's doing good. He's in Tavy's old enclosure with his tortoise table. We've got the big royal python back here. He's just chilling, again getting some heat. It's real cold in the UK. We've got Blue, who's looking for some more Pinkies by the looks of it. You ain't going to get any around there, mate. And then we've got our curly haired tarantula, who is getting bigger, slowly but surely getting bigger. And then our hissing cockroaches for this guy. Obviously we have got the other room as well, but just in this room, that is all we've got, with all of our taxidermy and everything else like that on display. So yeah. Also in the UK there's a new-ish thing called Blue River Diets. Never seen them before, never heard of them before, but they're basically stocked in a lot of local pet shops now. So I'm going to try it out today, only just bought it. Pineapple Crush. Looks pretty good, packaging, advertising, looks pretty good. And apparently from the difference of Pangea, it's actually quite a bit more beneficial. And Rapashi, so we'll have to try it and see. But a video coming soon to see how they get on when eating this. So guys, I know it weren't a super long one, but I just wanted to document it because I've had Blue for so long now, and to actually see him eat something that isn't an insect, you know, a little bit of meat almost, like, it's crazy to see really. I'm surprised he didn't even hesitate. Whether he liked it when it was in his mouth or not really sure, but he ate it, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. So other than that, that is today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and stay tuned for a follow-up on the Blue River Diets review. And thank you guys for watching. See you very soon.